What's up, everyone? Praise the living God. Praise God Almighty. This is your girl. It's my first video, and I'm gonna show you my unusual morning routine. So usually, guys, when I wake up in the morning, I just put a cup of tea in the kettle. I'll just go to the tank down there, wash my face African style. I don't know, my morning routine is unusual. It's so Africanish. Okay, maybe that's what I can say. So after washing my face, I always go to see my flowers, my plants, because I love flowers. I love green. I love planting. I love anything that concerns with green flowers and all that. So yesterday I planted something there. I don't know how it's called, but in my language it's in Tula. So I planted it. So I was just checking on it and it was fine. So that's me going to the compound. I usually use my compound. I use Bensons and all that in the space that I have to plant more and more stuff. So I was showing the chicken. They saw me and they were happy. They thought I'm bringing food. No, this time you are not my responsibility today. When they saw me, they came, they gathered there. They thought I had food. I don't have. So that's not the business for today. I don't usually check on chicken. I just pass by and go to see my flowers. See that? I love nature. I love green. So those are veggies down there. They didn't grow up very well like how I wanted them to, but look at those flowers. Look at the flowers, guys. I always want to wake up in the morning, wash my face, go to my garden. It's a little garden there. I always use the space that I have to plant most things. That's garlic. Okay, those who didn't know garlic, that's garlic. So as I was saying, when I always wake up in the morning, I want to see my plants, I want to see flowers, that nature, I always go and check on them because this time it's really raining. Look at the avocados. Oh my goodness. I don't buy one in the market. I always have them in my compound. I don't waste money. You guys can also, that's maize. Maize. I don't know, how can I say that's African English. Maybe it's Ugandan English. But it's corn. Yeah, for those who know corn. So I was checking on my corn. That's also corn. My flowers, banana, and other stuff. What was I saying before? I don't know, I've forgotten. I talk too much. That's corn too. Corn everywhere. So I always use my little space that I have to plant more things. Like that onion, I don't buy onions. I usually use those green onions. If I want the others, I can buy, but also just like this time it's not too much, but before it was too much, so I was not buying. But now I'm buying a little bit because the rain was too much. Look at my banana. The rain threw my banana. I think there was too much storm. That's it, you guys. If you have a little compound, a small compound, you can use it just to get some onions. You can get some corn. You can, like, you cannot be like, we African women, you cannot live in a house or in a home when there is no green. I'm taught that from my childhood, so I love saying green. So I was just cleaning it a little bit. I was removing the weeds from my onions. So that's my morning routine, you guys. I love seeing nature, flowers, blah blah. When I get time during my daytime or evening, when I'm done with everything, that's when I plant them. Okay, I plant onions, I plant some corn. See, another thing, you guys, if you have a garden in your compound or anything that you're planting, don't remove the leaves. Okay, the fallen leaves. I don't know, that's a tomato. The leaves that fall, you can gather them and put them back. They act as manure. And also when it rains or when you water them, they help keep the water inside, so that when the sun comes, when too much sun comes, it doesn't heat up the water in the soil. Okay, that's why I don't clean that up. I just leave the leaves to work on that. So that's also corn, that's also maize. I love my this, I don't know how it's called in English, oh my god, but we call it pascalam. That pascalam, I can plant some small maize just to eat. You can just dig a small portion there and plant. When it's all finished, when it's all done, the pascalam will get back there. So yeah, that's it. I told you I don't remove the flowers. I leave them there. They keep the water inside the soil. It doesn't heat up by the sun. So yeah, that's my little garden. So I'm using it for my own other consumptions, not only flowers. You can plant corn, you can put onions, you can put garlic, you can put anything. That's endagu and echimera there. Echimere, not echimera. There, I plant banana, I plant echimere. I've also planted chisubi. For those who like chai chisubi, me, I like chai chisubi a lot. By the way, after seeing my flowers, I always take my chisubi. I take with that tea, the one we left on the fire. You see, I'm taking it. My dear, I love it. I can't live without it. I take it almost every day. That's me. I love chisubi so much. I know my fellow Ugandans, they also take chisubi a lot. Like chisubi, those are mighty leaves. Also, those who don't have chisubi and you have an orange tree in your compound, you can use the orange leaves. They also work very well. But as for me, chisubi, we are inseparable. So I was also taking some guavas because I have that guava. I'm going to take it with tea. I told you, it's all about nature. It's all about nature, but now. So I'm taking my guava. One was too tall. That one was a bit high. I decided to put you guys down. I have to get it by force, by fire. Mama. So I'm getting it, you guys. I was going to take it with my tea, with my chai chisubi. Tea chisubi, I don't know if you guys, all of you know it. So yeah, I don't take with bread or anything. I don't like those things with yeast. So that's why I tend to eat it with orange or I don't know how it's called, guys. I'll bite my tongue. Guava. Okay, guava. So that's I always take my animals there. I'm rearing them from there, but the intention was not animals. It was about nature, flowers, plants, and all that. So I plant my sukuma and my tomatoes also in my compound. You can see that, guys. You can use the small space that you have to plant veggies, to plant flowers and everything, because that soil down there, it was so hard. That's why I used the what that's why I used the basins, because if I tend to put those sukumas and the tomatoes down, it would not come out the way I want, because we know when the rain comes, it will take away the soil, the manures, the fertilizers. Yesterday we were making barbecue. Sorry for that, guys, but that's why I use basins, those old DVB tins and all that. So that's it, you guys. Thanks. My unusual morning routine. That's my unusual morning routine. I don't know, others wake up to do face scrub, blah blah blah. You take tea, you do what? Me, that's my morning routine. Wash your face like an African girl, go for work. So I'm back inside, and I want to take my tea because I'm going back to my room, take shower, do other stuff, but tea is the first thing. So yeah, I found it ready. So I had to make tea for myself. I had to put it at Chisubi. Then I had to put the johava on the plate, and then I had to get some light for you guys to see me. There was no light inside, and I'm talking, and I was taking everything like, I don't know how I can say it, but I was doing silently without noise so that others don't wake up. My mama is not easy, African moms. Kati obadde otuleekaanira bw'abadde agamba obadde ova ki? African mothers. So I had to make everything when I was quiet. Yeah, I had to make my chai chisubi and put my johava, and then take you guys inside. I actually forgot to take my water in the bucket because from that tank outside, because I don't usually take water from the shower. I want everything natural. I want the African bath. I don't know if it's the real English, the African bath, bathing, shower, that one. I love the African shower, showering, bath, whatever you call it. I want to take water from the bucket when I'm pouring on myself. So I had to bring it later. Then you guys, I didn't show you, but I brought it later on after taking my tea. So I don't usually first take a shower before when I'm taking tea. I always take tea, then I'll go for a shower. The Christmas tree is still there. I had a lot of memories. I'm not removing it. Sorry. So yeah, that's it for today. Praise the living God. I'm alive. I woke up. Sorry, my bed is messy. Everything is just messy. Yesterday I was in with my sisters in my room, so it was all messy. Prayer mat, yeah. So you guys, thank you. The camera is shaking. Actually, I was using my phone to film everything. Sorry for that, you guys. Bye bye. I had to clean up. Mwah.